Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And yes, I wanted to go ahead and give my review over T.S. Madison's new show, The T.S. Madison Experience. I did not realize that next week, I think, is going to be the season finale. So they had a very short season. However, it's the first season. But I think we're gonna only get 6 episodes this season, I believe. If you hear that buzzing in the background, anybody new to my channel, I got a ghetto ass refrigerator. Don't worry, I'm moving in 6 months. I could just tell the leasing office that the refrigerator buzzes. That's what I need to do, because they'll try to mess around and try to tell me that I broke it and try to keep my deposit. But anyways, if you hear a buzzing noise in the back, that's my ghetto ass refrigerator. So I'm gonna try to overtalk that, so I may talk a little bit loud. Girl, more loud than what I usually talk. Hello. So anyways, I wanted to come and give my review. I know I missed, I think last week, probably the week before. I think I only did 2 reviews, y'all. I'm so sorry. Charges to my head and not to my heart. Hello. All right. So T.S. Madison meets up with Hope. Hope is a trans activist. I actually remember Hope. I just started following Hope on Instagram, but when I saw her face, I was like, oh, I remember her. You know Gossip Girl XOXO? She's a trans woman. She had a YouTube channel under her dad name, Jacob Kahinor. And I remember, I think see, I'm already messing up. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. When she had her old channel, she had like a panel or something, and I remember Hope speaking and giving it to the girls, and I was like, "Oh, who is this bitch?" Hello, yes, ma'am. But yeah, Hope is a trans activist. She's also Madison's friend. They let us know that a dead name is the name a trans person was formerly called. So basically, I guess some things I'm still learning. So a lot of things I'm still learning. So basically, the name, I'm assuming, that the person was given to them at birth by their parents or guardians, or I guess the name that they had before a dead name is the name of a trans person was formerly called. We're going to leave it at that. Hello. So T.S. Madison and her father. Okay, listen. Listen, I'm going to try to be as nice as possible, but I'm going to have to just tell y'all how I see it, okay? So some of the shit may come across as disrespectful, but when have I ever not been disrespectful? T.S. Madison's father, another fuck nigga. A motherfucker who's disrespectful on purpose. A motherfucker who has the nerve to open up his goddamn mouth and ask for money for a truck, but can't respect someone when they tell you what pronouns and what names to use. That money that you got, sir, it didn't come from Timothy. It came from Madison. That money that you asked for that truck, it didn't come from Timothy, a Tim, a son. It came from Madison. See, I don't get people who think that it's okay to disrespect someone and say what the fuck you want to say, but then have the nerve to turn around and pop open your fucking mouth and ask for something. However, just like Hope told Madison, bitch, you letting it happen. You letting it happen. See, I think Madison is kind of like old school in a way, because she probably looks at it as though, like she said it, that's my dad. When I'm like, what you want me to do? Like, girl, stop talking to him. That's, I think, what people need to realize. And I don't think that, girl, because white kids, girl, I hate to start doing white versus black, but white kids don't have no fucking problem divorcing their parents. Girl, as soon as the motherfuckers hit 18, they be in court divorcing. Girl, I don't want nothing to do with them motherfuckers. I think what black people need to realize is that you don't have to talk to your mama or your daddy, or your brothers, or your sisters, or your nieces, or your nephews, or your cousins, or anybody who disrespects you and doesn't treat you the way that you tell them to treat you. You don't have to deal with your motherfucking daddy, especially if he's being disrespectful. You don't have to. But Madison has that old school way of thinking. Well, that's just how older generation think. And that's why I see a lot of people who are also transphobic. They try to use that excuse. Or even people that are homophobic, they try to use that excuse where they just old school. Old school will still get your ass cussed the fuck out. Because you know what you're doing. That's the thing. It would be different if you did not know what you were doing. You know what you're doing. You're intentionally doing it. On purpose. That's what that means, bitch. Hello? Girl. So y'all already know how I feel about her daddy. Especially towards the end when he gonna say, I think you possess. Possess? No, how about I possess that motherfucking car that I got for you? Repossess that motherfucking car that I got for you. Hello? Anyways, girl. She calls her father. He's on the phone talking about son this, son that. Madison, girl, that's your fault. Cause ain't no way for me to love you. Yeah, ain't no way, bitch. So, girl, so they're going to Miami, right? They're going to, for this creative trip, and also so Madison can show them, the old hostro that she used to, frequent. When Craig is so funny and handsome and smart, when he came to the house, he said, what did he say? He said, all right, Miss Mary, all that crying, singing, praying, and thanking you, Jesus. And I tell you, I scream. All that crying, singing, praying, and thanking you, Jesus. We're going to have one on the way down and one on the way back. When Miss Mary was praying, when she was on the traveling grace, honey, I know that prayer was long as hell. So Holly, she's a chef. She drives to Miami, or the majority of the way. Madison, they're trying to come up with ideas because Madison wants to do somewhat of a variety show. She's redoing her basement. Let me tell y'all something. Kudos to motherfucking Madison, bitch. Madison said, bitch, if them hoes ain't gonna let me into the motherfucking studio, I'm gonna build my motherfucking own. This bitch is building a studio in her basement. Yes, ma'am, Miss Madison. Yes, ma'am. So hopefully the studio is done once she gets back home. When TT said, I can spell bougie, C-A-R-I-G. I can spell bitch, C-A-R-I-G. I can spell lazy, C-A-R-I-G. Now, mind you, I'm sitting here thinking, Karen. I was thinking, well, what? Garage. Girl, I'm like, what is he spelling? I'm like, Karen, okay. Why is he spelling Karen? Okay. And then when I realized he was trying to spell Craig, because he missing the end, but maybe he meant Karen. Like, I don't know, Courage. I don't know what he was. Then I was like, girl, he meant Craig. Girl. Oliver says if it takes all of us to decide how to spell and, this is gonna be a long trip. I said hello. So they're arriving in Miami, girl. Pussy popping with your man in Miami. For the girls who don't know, girl, I love Miami. I live for Miami. If I could move to Miami tomorrow, I definitely would, girl. It's just that rent down there, girl. Girl, the places that I be looking at, girl, they be wanting to charge you $25 and $28, and girl. I want to live like, girl, rich black woman. Hello? Girl, I ain't got rich black woman money at this point. So if I move to Miami, girl, I want to move there and go right to where I want to move. I'm not moving to no hood. I'm not moving to no little small studio. I want a 1-in-1. Stainless steel. I want all of that. Yeah. I would move to a studio. I can see myself in the studio because it's only me. But it would have to be a badass studio. I want a nice studio. Anyways, girl, so I love Miami. So they're arriving in Miami at Miss Mary's home. Miss Mary has Madison's pictures on the wall when she was a boy. Yeah, she had. I hope. I listen. I don't want to like. If I say something out of turn or the wrong way, feel free to correct me because I'm not trying to be like T.S. Madison's daddy. Hello, but Miss Mary has Madison's pictures on the wall of when she was a boy, and Madison just starts telling her story about how she started out in drag. And one of the things that scared her was when her brother, Pookie, found her lipstick and he put it on. And Miss Mary beat his ass. Miss Mary said it didn't happen that way. Now, let me say something, y'all. We like Miss Mary, right? We like Miss Mary, but Miss Mary going to have to get a little bit of it, too. I think that I want to know more, and I think they're probably not telling the entire truth about Miss Mary and Madison's relationship prior to, because Madison left her home, at 15, 16 years old? Like, 15 and 16-year-olds are just not leaving the house. Like, she just left at 15 or 16 years old. Wasn't she young when she left? Am I right? Okay, I think I'm right. But it's hard for me to believe that Miss Mary, being this religious woman that she is, did not give Madison hell before she transitioned or after she transitioned. Like, I know that Madison said that, Miss Mary is still learning, but I think that Miss Mary was hell on wheels too. I think that if she wasn't just like T.S. Madison's daddy, she was probably even worse than T.S. Madison's daddy. I don't feel like they're telling the whole truth about how Miss Mary used to be. I think this Miss Mary has probably blocked out a lot of the things that she's probably said and done. Because if they saying that you beat Pookie ass, baby, you beat Pookie ass. And that's just what it is. You beat his ass. You beat his ass, girl. You beat his ass. And your 15 or 16-year-old daughter left the house. Like, what? That don't even go to me. That don't even go. Did you kick her out? And y'all are saying that she just left? When she left, did you go looking for her? Or did you just say, you ain't bringing that shit in my house. You ain't bringing that devil in my... Like, I just feel like there's more to Miss Mary, and even when she almost slipped up and called Madison uncle, like, I'm trying to give Miss Mary a pass because, and maybe I'm making excuses because I'm thinking, well, maybe, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking, well, maybe because she was looking at the pictures on the wall of when Madison was Timothy. And that probably popped in her head, and that's why she slipped up and almost said uncle. At some point, I do believe that, and maybe I'm wrong, I do believe that if you are a mother or a father or any or a sister or a brother and you have someone in your family transition, and especially if you have known this person their entire life, I do understand how there could probably be a slip up every now and again. But at some point, does it become just like, okay, bitch, at this point, bitch, it's been 15 years. Is it really a slip up after 15? I'm just asking a question because I don't know. Is it really a slip up, you calling me a man or uncle or whatever, and I've been a woman for 20 years or 30 years or 40 years or 15 years or 10 years? Like, is it really a slip up at this point? I bet you just don't care. But I will say, in Miss Mary's defense, in that situation, she called herself and said auntie. So I'm thinking, well, maybe it really was a slip up. So I think now Miss Mary is okay, but I do think at once upon a time not long ago, I think Miss Mary was hell on wheels. I really do. And I just think that for whatever reason, they don't want to bring it up, which is fine. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. But I don't think they're being true. I don't think they're being authentic about Miss Mary's part in T.S. Madison's journey, her transition. I just don't. Especially with her being this religious woman. That makes it even hard for me to believe that she wasn't just like T.S. Madison's daddy, or even worse. Anyways, so T.S. Madison's family, they stop by. She has her nephew, cute little boy. Miss Mary starts crying. I almost started crying. T.S. Madison, she takes the kids to her old host stroll. And she lets the girls know this is where I used to get down. And she told a story about how when the cops basically ran up on them and she had to bang on this guy's window and tell him that she would suck his dick. She'll give him some slob if he let her in his car. That's how she got away. She says that some of the girls on the host stroll, they were cool, you know. But then the other girls, they pretty much looked at it like competition. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck what happened to you. You down here taking money out of my pocket. So if you die, you die. I'm not giving you no tips on how to survive. I can believe it, girl. I ain't never had to be on the whole stroll, but girl, I can believe exactly what she's saying. So Tiffany is supposed to come to T.S. Madison's reveal of the new studio. At this point, we know they just used Tiffany's name, you know, just for the show. Because Tiffany pretty much ain't good for shit. I mean, okay, I ain't gonna say that because it is quarantine. Okay, I have to keep reminding myself. We still are in the middle of a pandemic. And at the time when they were shooting this was probably right at the beginning or somewhere at the beginning so I can understand Tiffany not wanting to travel. But there are some things like when Tiffany's man didn't want her to participate in the After Dark. Like, girl, your man is coming in between your... See, this is the problem, girl. What do your man do? I need to know what... Girl, if your man ain't just handing out coins, wop to you like that, he ain't got no business in your motherfucking pocket. Like, girl, on some real shit, what the fuck was you gonna do at T.S. Madison's house? Girl, make a porno? He didn't want you to... Girl, I know this is an old episode, but I'm just saying. I was like, girl, when she said that, I was like, girl... What fucking nigga who you saw? Girl, he better be a fucking billionaire. Since he in your pockets, is he gonna give you something out of his and put in yours? T.S. Madison meets up with her father. He says, I got class. This motherfucker said, I got class. Class well. Class well. You got so much motherfucking class, you called an extra daughter for some motherfucking money for a truck. You the father, and you asking your daughter for money. But you got so much motherfucking class and pride. Girl, these motherfuckers. He says, I don't know what this possession is. Possession. Girl, the only thing that's about to be possessed is that motherfucking truck I got your black ass. Hello? Anyways, that's it, y'all. I'm about to try to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.